Happy Saturday, everyone. I am so blessed to be coming to you from my backyard. I am sitting back in the area where we have the fire pit. It's looking pretty good and pretty full of twindle, so we might have to have a fire going here in a little bit. Um, just wanted to come to you guys this morning, sitting out here in the yard, kind of looking around at all the spring cleanup and right and stuff that we normally start doing around this time, and started to think about spring cleanup and we at that time we always think about the things that we need to get rid of, right? The junk that we've accumulated and that's laying around, and um, maybe it's things, maybe it's people, maybe it's hobbies, things that aren't serving us any purpose, that aren't doing anything to further our growth or further our growth in the kingdom of heaven. And so we start giving stuff away, right? And so I just want to caution you during this spring cleanup, because I'm right there with you. I've got some junk we're going to get rid of, spiritually and physically, right? But I want to caution you on, don't be so quick to give away the things that you're really supposed to keep. Maybe those things need to be resurrected in your life, that God put things upon your heart once upon a time, and they're kind of just bagged up under the bed or boxed up somewhere, or in the attic, or in that little box in our mind that we create of, I'll do this later type of deal. Some of those things it's time to revisit. There's a reason why we held on to them. There's a reason why we kept certain people in our lives, even though maybe we felt like that they should get the spring cleanup boot, right? So don't be so quick to get rid of things. I know women, we all got our fat clothes and our skinny clothes, right? And we're always switching out and holding on to them. I just got an outfit the other day, and I do what I bought it. It couldn't quite fit it yet, but I'm believing by July for a wedding ceremony that I can fit it, right? So don't give up those clothes. Keep those skinny clothes. Take them out the closet. Take them out the box. Let it be motivation for you. Let's start treating our bodies like the temple that they are. As hard as that is for us, I know it sure is hard for me. Gets harder with age to do. I would imagine I'm learning real quick. But let's get that motivation back. Let's start taking care of our bodies. Let's get back into that outfit. Let's look cute again, right? Those books that you read, those puzzles that you bought, let's take them out. Let's put the puzzle together. Let's spend some quiet time together as a family. The board games that you're about to give away, don't give those away. Put them on the table, dust them off. Let the family sit around and laugh and have fun, and make a memory, and make a memory count. Get everybody off of the devices a little bit, right? So just be cautious of the things that you're quick to say, oh, I don't need this anymore, I'm never going to use this serves no purpose. Because to where some of those things and some of those people and some of those situations do have to go, there's so much more that we probably need to keep, that we probably are supposed to be utilizing in some way for our lives, or for other people's lives. I do an inventory of the people in my life, constantly, because I'm very particular about my square and my peace, and keeping my spirit safe from spirits that clash with them. Um, and so sometimes I feel like I want to say, well, this person needs to be a little bit further away. I need to keep them, keep their distance, because of their life, or whatever the situation. And sometimes that's not the answer. Sometimes I'm actually supposed to be bringing them closer. I'm not supposed to be giving them the spring cleanup boot. I should be looking at how I can help them come into a spring, how I can help them come into a new day, a new season, because that's what spring is, right? It's a new season, and so let's have new seasons in our lives too. Let's let it not just be metaphorically, but let the things dead in us that need to come alive come back to life. And let's bury and kill the things that are stopping us from being happy, things that are killing our joy. Unforgiveness, right? Unforgiveness has got to be there at the very top. That clogs up our thoughts and our feelings, and it just makes things messy, and it contaminates everything. So unforgiveness has got to go. As cliche as it sounds, it's the truth. It's not about you. there is so much power and so much healing and forgiveness, and I'm there with you. I still struggle with it with some people in some situations in my life, to where I feel like I've released it, and I have forgiven as far as my flesh can, and there's some work there. I need to give some more. I need to forgive and let those things be under the blood, and leave them in the past where they are, and no longer give them the opportunity or the ability to taint the goodness of God and what He's doing in my life now. So, um, just again, spring cleanup. What are we getting rid of? But what are we keeping? What do we need in our life to go into spring, to go into this new season of leveling up and planting seeds and having things come to life and grow? What do you need in your life to make sure those things happen? You know, what do you need to keep in your life, or what do you need to get rid of in your life to make sure that the joy that God intends for you to have isn't being robbed? We have a responsibility there. And goodness of God is just, I keep hearing goodness of God over and over in my spirit. And so I'll share with you that when you get that really into your head, into your heart, and into your spirit, that the goodness of God literally chases you down. It literally surrounds you, and His goodness and His favor is forever trying to catch up with you. But we're moving targets sometimes, right? But when you truly get that His goodness is chasing you down, it makes it so much easier just to be still and to know and to trust. When His goodness is chasing you down, you can look at your life and say, this is a relationship that probably needs to go. This is one I need to invest in some more, right? This box I need to get rid of and send to Goodwill. This box I need to pull these devotionals out and get back to it. How many devotional books or meditation books do we have that you bought, that you used for a day and put away? Take them out, read them, invest in yourself, get ready for spring. And just keep remembering the goodness of God. The goodness of God is chasing you down. The goodness of God is surrounding you. So don't let anything come in between that. God doesn't, and so you shouldn't either. Whatever you're going through, whatever you're facing, whatever the challenge or the trial or the tribulation, His goodness is surrounding you. His goodness is chasing you down. Just stay there. If his goodness is chasing you down, and if His goodness is going before you, then here in this middle, we just enjoy the spring, right? We just enjoy the cleanup and the bloom of the new season, because I believe that He has a new season that He's having many of us step into it if we're willing to. But it's going to take a new you. It's going to take a spiritual, mature you. And I encourage you to start with reminding yourself constantly that the goodness of God surrounds you. The goodness of God is chasing you down. And if just all the days of your life you will acknowledge Him and love Him and look to Him, every spring cleanup is going to be easy breezy. And every spring is going to blossom with grace and beauty and abundance and wisdom and discernment that you're going to be able to take and use and then go plant in somebody else's yard and plant in somebody else's season. You know, so maybe you don't need those tools in those boxes that you're about to give away, but somebody else probably does. So pull them out. Let's use them. Let's level up, folks, this year. We've got to level up. We got to step up. We got to be praying and loving and interceding for folks. We've got to put our feelings inside. We've got to know when to be quiet and when to speak up. We've got to know what to give away, and we got to know what to keep and what we're supposed to be using. Don't be fooled. Listen to the goodness of God and His voice, and not the enemy that tells you, just toss that out, you'll never need it. Maybe somebody else does. So I love you guys. Be blessed. I think I'll be spending the majority of the day outside. I love the yard. and just listening to the sounds of nature. And I think now more than anything, I just need to be in the quietness, in the presence of God. And so I encourage you to seek the same thing, to seek to be in His presence. Turn some praise and worship music on while you're cleaning out the house. You can clean the house and get a workout and praise God all at the same time, right? So be blessed, be blessed, be blessed. Please do not hesitate to reach out if there's anything I can do for you, or if there are any prayer requests. Certainly, if there's any topics that you ever want me to discuss, or touch on, or pray on, please don't hesitate to let me know. Thank you so much for all of your love and encouragement. Be blessed, but be a bigger blessing.